On today's show, Megan Trainor is here. Welcome to Boys Love Fantasy Boys.
No, we don't. No, we don't love Fantasy Boys.
Boys watch Fantasy Boys.
First of all, I wore this because this was my Halloween costume last year, and also this is one of those costumes, girlies know what I'm talking about, where you gotta like, if you want to go to the bathroom, you're getting nude.
Come back. The relief we got when we found out during the premiere of the last episode, when we were doing the live YouTube show, that this was the last episode of Fantasy Boys.
I don't know why. I fully was like, it's 12
It's 12,
episodes.
yeah.
I must have just conflated the fact that it was 12 members.
Is 11? Okay, if 13 is a baker's dozen, what is 11?
It's 11. It's very hard for me to turn my head. Hello. Do we want to name her?
Well, you're getting rid of her after this recording.
It's true.
So
I guess we'll name her Santa because
Yuma.
just like, yeah.
Unicorn.
Oh, cute. Unicorn.
Unicorn.
Wait, now I want to keep it.
Okay, I'm going to read some comments because I knew the girls were leaving comments as the finale was happening. Ever since the finale came out, I've just been waiting here in so much anticipation because I know this reaction is going to be so outrageous and chaotic lamau. I know none of us are a fan of this lineup. I just know this episode of Boys Love Boys Planet is going to bring the humor that helps us cope. Maybe that's the thing.
I hope so. I don't know.
We'll find out.
We can't guarantee anything.
Why do I feel like Fantasy Boys has been going on for like 6 months? Hello?
Does this count as gay water?
If it's vodka.
If it's a lime spindrift? Because it's basically soda water with lime, but like actual lime juice.
Yeah. It is.
And vodka.
But the spin, you gotta have gin. It's a spin and gin.
I hate gin.
I know, but that's...
Also, people are only saying it should be spin and gin because they rhyme. It has nothing to do with whether that tastes good.
You asked for my opinion.
I asked if it was gay water. I didn't ask you to tell me about spin and gin.
Babes, I have never ran so fast here, but like good luck in talking about the final lineup because y'all about to have a ride. Prepare some tissues or a drink because you will literally have a what the fuck face.
I did not plan that.
You did not.
I didn't know what comments you pulled.
Here's a comment that may explain something. Someone said, I wrote out how they had started pushing Kaden on the show and on Twitter, along with a huge number of Japanese accounts making high-quality FMVs about him, but then never bothered to actually post it.
FMV?
Fan-made video.
Oh, fan-made video. Fan-made video. Oh, God, my brittle bones.
And I thought this was fun. I thought Carousel had been canceled on Showgaze, but June do be busting out all over. Now that's the cross-pollination is... It's getting weird.
Wild. It's getting weird.
We didn't expect that. We appreciate it very much, but I thought that was fun. Because it happened a couple times on group chat, too. Did you read the group chat?
Yes, people know about my harrowing airport experience.
Yeah.
Which I only discussed on group chat.
Yeah. Because at the end
I have
Boys
too many things that I do for content. Can I take this off? Is this still worth it? Oh, wait.
Take Yuma. Take the head off.
Wait, hold on. I think right there is perfect. Does my hair look bad?
Okay, let's move on with the episode.
What was your best case scenario going into this?
My best case scenario?
Yeah, I'm taking this off. Oh my God, it's so hot. Ugh.
My best case scenario, my 12 that I said. So my girls.
Yeah.
At the very least, I'm not sure about if Santa was my best case scenario or not, because I still do feel very conflicted about if I wanted him to be in this group. I know. Or not.
I wanted it for him because I know how badly he wants it. I think he's still he's 19. Like, he's...
Truly, for me, best case scenario probably would have been, like, Yuma getting in there.
Oh.
Truly.
The wildest part is, like, those were the long shots.
And there were
people
longer shots that made it.
My best case scenario was like, it was quick.
Oh, the finale?
Yeah. That was my best case scenario. That it didn't drag. And I will say, I felt like...
And that it had drag. That best case scenario.
Oh, best case scenario was that there was drag queens performing?
Yeah.
What is there to say? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's really sit with this. Let's sit with our discomfort.
Yeah.
I think that's good.
Let's hold space for that.
Yes. Oh, we have to hold space. It's so important to hold space. Whatever that means for you. This was bad. This show was bad. I don't know what to tell you. I love there are genuine people on this show that I'm so happy for.
That
and
we
we'll
got to
obviously
meet.
talk about them.
Yes, obviously.
But
They got
like,
to meet, that they got this
what
experience.
the fuck
that they
was this?
were able to grow.
This was a disaster. I felt like I was watching a train wreck happen in real time.
Just the finale, or your retrospective?
Well, overall, I mean, retrospectively, but like especially the finale really like condensed it into like
I love that we're doing
a 45-minute
postmortem
sequence.
without actually even talking about the finale.
Can we talk about the
We're just-
finale, RJ? I'd love to talk about the
if
finale.
you could just shut up and we can actually talk about the finale.
Let's talk about the
The gala.
performances first.
Okay. Gesture versus, well, I don't even remember the other name.
Spot Hero. Girl, what was it? Shut off.
Oh, that's what it was called?
Sure. Gesture, sexy versus shut off, not
Fun.
sexy. Fun. Sure, just fun. So shut off went first. Shut off was the 7-person group. It was Songmin,
Et
hyeontae,
al.
Sungmin's group.
Yeah.
And you know the rest. You watched.
You know the rest.
You obviously watched. You wouldn't be watching this if you didn't watch. What do we think about the song? What do we think about the looks? What do we want to start with? I don't even care what their backstory was, to be quite honest.
Yeah, they went from a third. I mean, Songmin cried because he felt bad, and then they had
Which
to like
I
double
liked
up.
that. I like the
Yeah.
humanity of that. Yeah.
And everyone doubled up. This is the most that I've seen anyone do in a song.
Which is crazy because most of their songs have been 7-person songs.
Yeah.
So
But for some reason, I was like, and it's pretty evenly split, I would say.
it was pretty evenly split. I didn't feel like it was
They
one
were
person
trying to hide
hogging it.
Kaden, which is usually what ends up. What
Yes,
ended up
and I
happening.
also felt like they were not. I didn't feel like Songmin had like the most to do.
Yeah.
Which I also thought was smart
Yeah.
because I think he's like a good second or third,
Yeah.
not first. Get the joke?
It felt cacophonous without being like harmonious.
Okay.
Does that comprehend?
Girl, just say orange. What is it?
Girl, just say talk.
Oh, Jill, just say talk.
I thought it was a fun number. Minso had that middle part where I felt like it was too low for him, so it like didn't sound good at all. It was the like all in like that, and it was like it just didn't sound good. The pitch, like the tone of the song, felt like mid to low. That I was like, I don't know if that's like the optimal pitch for a lot of the people that are in that song should be singing.
Anything else with the structure of the song?
Anything else with the structure of the song?
Mhm.
Oh.
This is one of the worst bridges in recorded music history. This is god awful. I think the song is like mid. I think it's very fine. But that bridge, when it started, I was like,
Oh,
what?
a different song, and not in like a SM,
Right. Not in a next level way.
Where
Where you're like, I'm making a new song.
Yes, where she's like, novice. This one was fully like
Concept.
Yeah, this one was fully like we're in a magical song. 'Tis a gift to be simple, 'tis a gift to be free.
It's so stupid.
Like all of a sudden we were somewhere else.
Listen, I'm
Shut
not
off
gonna
this
be
bridge,
I'm not gonna
mama.
be shaking my ass to this at the club. If they play this on K-pop night at Sidetrack in Boys Town, this is when I will choose to go get my refill. I think they were benefited in that you got so much more time with each of
Yes.
them.
It actually was a blessing for all of them.
I would say it was
Except one.
I would say it's wild that even though there's only 7, it didn't feel like they were all cohesive. I didn't understand the costuming decision to put Luncheon in a tie.
Everyone was like more streetwear.
I guess. I mean, Sungmin was giving me like full, I just got done snowboarding energy.
Yeah.
I wasn't mad at it. It wasn't a bad performance.
I genuinely thought that Kaden and hyeontae did the best.
hyeontae ate this song.
She ate. Yeah. And someone was not good in the song.
Oh, we can say it. K-Soul's not good in the song. However, here's what I'm going to say, and no one's going to like that I'm going to say this. the blonde hair absolutely works.
It works so
well.
We literally were like, K-Sol saved this hair color till the finale because
he knew it would work the best.
It's the best out of all.
I hate to say it, he looks like a natural blonde. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
Out of all of the Crayola box that we got, this is definitely the most.
He was giving less Crayola and more rose art, if you know what I mean by that. I am very concerned. I hope he is like sleeping in conditioner, saran wrapping his head because I am very concerned about the health.
Mane and tail, like horse strength
conditioner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Gesture.
I think this is the better song.
Easily.
For 13 people doing this number, they were in sync.
The sheer shirts. Hikaru.
Yeah.
Daeyeon's back.
Daeyeon's full back.
RJ, put this clip in. This clip right here. Where's my B-roll? Right here? This clip of junwon backstage showing his abs off. Now this is wild. And now I understand why they keep putting him in crop tops.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, I mean, I knew, obviously, he's, like, very, he's snatched, yeah. But I didn't know it was this. And I was like, oh, great. Congrats to you. I mean, listen, when you're spending all day just dancing.
Literally.
And they're not getting fed, which I'm sure.
We have been told by Kaden that they don't eat.
Right. Kaden has informed us.
And also Junwon, who is, like, introverted and shy. So literally all he does is probably practice.
Yeah. Great. Congrats.
Yeah.
I actually did like this one.
This song felt like a debut song, a debut title track. Like, it gave me that same feeling.
Now, there are 13 people in this group for this number.
And only one can be America's Next Top Model.
There are 13 people in this group. What was I going to say? Oh. There are 13 people.
There could be 13 people in this group. But it only takes one person in the group to say that they believe in you, and that person was Bradley.
There are 13 people in this group, and we like 17. We're 17. We're carrots.
17 right here.
Also a 13-member group. 17 very famously known for being, like, very tight with their choreo, all together, clean, polished. And I would say this group of 13 also was, like, very together. There was only the barrel roll that I was like, that wasn't perfect.
You know, that takes a lot of
But, like, practice. Truly apart from that, I was like, especially comparing it to the other group where someone was off, it was apparent. It was more apparent. Yeah. However, what did the audience think, RJ?
The audience said, let me eat up some snacks.
Not the song. Hot stuff. Right?
Shut off,
girl.
Off. We are not shut off by shut off. We're keeping it on.
So they allegedly, they averaged out, because you could vote individually for each person in the audience. And then they would take the total and then average it against the number of people in the group. So then that was their score. Gesture got 1,700 points. Shut Off got 2,200 points. That's 500-point difference. Do you think it was 500 points better?
No.
Do you think it was 0 points better?
In my personal opinion, no, it was not better.
Why do you think? Is it just because there's so many people? They just got halfway through. They were like, I'm tired of voting for people.
We didn't even talk about that they had to, like, vote individually. Like, do you like this person? Do you like this person? Do you like this person? And obviously with Gesture, it just went on. And they put Santa last. And if we're following this conspiracy theory,
yes,
from your third eye,
the Dominion voting machines,
yeah, then they put him last because they would be tired. People are tired already, and there's not clicking.
Stay in line to vote.
Stay in line to vote.
Stay in line to vote. Always remember, stay in line to vote.
Shut Off won, and they got a benefit. Why are we handing out benefits at the finale?
Why are we handing out benefits at the finale? It's the finale.
Should be done. You're already getting votes anyway.
You're getting live votes. Why are we adding benefits? This is so stupid.
Because
I did look. It doesn't really end up mattering, to be honest.
Okay. Because I was going to say, 6 out of the 17 members make the final group.
Wow, the gap between Hikaru to Kaden is crazy. Now I really want to know how many Hyunbin and Taeseon had.
Because that's the thing. Kaden winning this, were those 2,000 points what got him to the 12th? I think it probably is. If the gap is that big and they're really not going for...
Because Hikaru's point total was 149, 861.6. And Kaden is 120, 952. Which is like a 30,000 point difference.
So maybe.
But we'll never know. They'll never release that data. I'm surprised they released that data.
To our viewer, writing all that down in Wikipedia.
Thank you. God bless you. Why didn't they do the Signal song?
Yeah. I would have much rather done that instead of the ballad, because the ballad was fine.
I would have done both. You have time to do both.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the ballad real quick, and then we'll talk about the parents, and we'll go into the 12.
I really had nothing to say. The only thing I had to say about this ballad was that,
it's so generic. It's so generic.
When they move over, Santa doesn't have a place to sit on that bench. She was sitting on the armrest.
It was bad. The fits, though, you know I love a pastel.
Yuma in a beret.
Yuma in a beret. All I've been asking for. Yeah.
Oh, this hair on Yuma is so good. This lavender.
This, like, gray lavender kind of.
It's very... lilac almost, maybe? Oh, lilac.
You're wearing lilac. You sound just like her.
I do get that a lot. The IU Songmin and I sound the same.
Mm-hmm.
So time is near, I'm right again. I know you know everything that's new. Yeah.
Do you want to talk about the parents?
Let's talk about the parents. Did you just say let's talk about the parents?
Let's talk about the parents. So some of the parents came, some who were just available, I'm assuming.
Or are in Korea. What it ended up being.
Basically, it's very sweet. I will say that it starts off with they've made them like home cooked meals of their favorite food.
Which is so cute. That's
so
great.
cute. And Sungmin, they all get letters. Sungmin immediately like begins to like cry. And I will say, if you go back and watch the episode and you see him crying, the way he cries is the way I was crying back when Haruto got eliminated. So if you really want an actual recreation of what that experience was like, it was Sungmin crying over his mom's letter. We got some wonderful moments. I loved the moment with Daehyun's mom speaking English to Kaden. This is iconic.
And Kaden...
Iconica Jones.
And even Kaden was like, oh, your mom speaks really good English. And she's like, yeah, talk to her freely. And Kaden's mom was like, are you in school? Well, he was like, I'm in international school. And she was like, oh, are you going now? And he's like, I can't. And she fully was like, well, you should.
You should.
You shouldn't be here, girl. That was so sweet. Because even Kaden was like, I haven't spoken this much English in so long. Which is funny because all of his talking heads are
his talking heads are in English. So he's a liar. And I'm going to start that rumor today. No, he's great.
Hanbin.
Oh, Hanbin's
country parents.
Very sweet.
Well, first he was like, he had the most food. Like he was like, how am I supposed to eat all of this food?
Yes, that was very funny.
And then when they came in, he started being like, why are you here? Why are you here? And like crying. It's such a big sacrifice for you to come here. Why did you come here? And I think Hanbin like broke.
I think he also was saying like, it's so hard to travel to Seoul from where they live.
Yeah.
Some little Belle provincial town.
Yeah. And literally his parents, salt of the earth. Like these people look like love tractor, girl.
Listen, I live in the Midwest. I know. They are absolutely the Korean equivalent of Midwestern, like hearty folk.
Yeah, a good meat and potatoes kind of folk.
Sure.
Yeah. There were some people that did not. They got letters, but they did not get a meal because their family couldn't go there. And Ling Chi was one, and the entire time he was just crying because of how much he missed his dad.
And there's no resolution to this sadness.
They just show parents going up to him being like, oh, are you okay? And they're like, I just miss my parents. Like 5 times.
Yeah.
And then cut to live.
We're
back in the results.
You're not even going to show like he got to call his dad. Like there was no... Why show this?
It was sad. And because I was
so
still
mad
in
about
Phoenix, and I was texting Adam and was like,
Oh, we watched this live, by the way.
Yeah.
We've watched this twice. Because we watched it live, and then we went back and watched it again with subtitles.
And it didn't really give us a different experience.
No, same experience.
Adam wanted to watch it again, but
I wanted to know what they were saying when they were.
But I was like watching Ling-Chi cry. I was like, oh, Adam is this is Adam's Joker story.
I was not happy. I thought it was very sweet that he was like missed his parents that much, and I thought it was extra sweet how nice people were being to him. It works out for Ling-Chi. It's fine. He's fine. But I was very sad for him.
With that.
And that's it. That was the end of the episode.
Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Let's go to the 12.
And
let's go to the debut lineup.
Let's start with 10, because that's where they started.
Because the whole show, they always left that one spot.
Well, no. They left out one spot and then one to Planet Pass.
Yeah, but that's not the equivalent.
I know, but the equivalent is 2 people being saved.
Yeah, but that's not.
To them, this is like, we'll give them 2. I think
this is how you know no one thought about making the show. They fed words into an AI chat GPT, and it spit out rules to them, and they were like, "Great, we'll use these." No thought was put into the show. Okay, number 10.
In 10th place, representing Korea, Kim Woo-sok. I had a feeling that he was going to make it to the
Yeah,
lineup.
he was. I mean, he was third.
He was third
last week,
and so I think from the semifinals, I was like, okay, I'm ready to accept. Not that I'm saying that I just there are other people that I wanted more than Woo-sok, but Woo-sok is so. I mean, as soon as he got picked and he got on that rising platform, he literally was smiling and laughing the entire time because he is genuinely like, this. My dream has come true. Like truly.
I mean,
I'm so happy for him.
He luckily got this is my dream position. I'm so hot in this outfit. This is my dream position where it's like you were the first one to get announced. You just can chill the rest of the episode.
Yeah.
So that's great for him. He basically had no stress other than just like the nerves of the 12 happening.
Who else is
but
gonna be there? Yeah.
Great. Good for him. I'm very happy
it's
for
very
him.
like Ji-young, since Ji-young was the first
his
one.
sister looks like
exactly
his twin.
like him. I know.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's definitely like what they lovingly refer to. There's always like a member they call the happy virus. He's definitely going to fill that role.
Yeah.
I'm very happy for him. He's great.
Yeah.
Congrats to
Woo-sok. Number 9.
Number 8.
Number
We're just gonna
9
skip.
was number 9.
Number 9 was number 9, and I think that really sums it up. I think when you really at the end of the day. What is there to say? I mean,
what do we have spent this entire show talking about this girl?
Number 9 is K-Sol.
Here's the thing.
There's so much I want to say, and I hate that I have to give him this much airtime.
I know. My biggest takeaway from the whole K-Sol saga of this entire show, these 11 episodes, is the fact that there are many reasons why people believe that he should not be in this group. Okay.
Mm-hmm. We've talked about we've been like, the one that's not valid is the he's had plastic surgery. Girl, that's not a valid reason to not debut.
One of the biggest things that people have really latched onto as something that proves that he should not be in this group is about him lying about his age. I think that is so hilarious because how stupid can you be to do that? In one show, he has said 3 different birth years. Yeah. But at this point, I'm like, is it iconic? Because it's so blatantly dumb that I'm just like, did you really think that one was going to figure this out? And also, very queer-coded to
I'm just going to
lie about your age.
I'm going to say it's camp. I'm going to say it's camp.
It's giving John Waters. It's giving Divine.
I don't think he's near smart enough to understand what camp is. When you see, I've watched now a lot of now that people have told me that I've been informed from comments that a lot of the background or the behind the scenes stuff has been subtitled. I've watched a lot of them. He is constantly aware of what is his good side. He is constantly aware of where the light is coming from. Listen, he's psycho, but also
He's
like,
psycho.
that's funny.
Yeah.
Do I want him in this group? No.
So I'm in
Do I think that is absolutely...
Do I think like he is...
Have I met twinks like him before?
Yes!
Yeah, sure have.
That's the thing. I could name
Yep.
you 5 people right now that is giving K-Soul energy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's... if they're at the club
You
also.
see them at the club.
And you're
Maybe
like-
not go with them, but you
Yes,
see
yeah.
them at the club. You have a good
And
time.
we're like, we have drinks and whatever. We're kikiing, we're laughing.
and then you leave, and then you
And then I
don't
leave,
think
and
about
I
them for like...
don't
You're
ever
not
think-
friends.
No.
You're like,
Yeah.
oh, I bumped into someone I know.
That is how I'm going to take in this group with K-Soul in it. That I'm just like,
Yeah.
and they're there. And so I'm going to have fun at the specific times, like when the MV drops, the Music Bank performances, that's it. And look, and there's a
And
lot
listen.
of reasons that...
And listen. Just because someone signs a contract does not mean that that contract cannot be taken away and paid out. And that's truly all I'm going to say. At some point, management companies,
They will have to
depending on
Yeah.
whatever happens or
They-
whatever is whatever, they will have to reckon with whether
What
it is
happens.
commercially profitable for them to continue.
Yeah. People who are getting paid a lot of money should make these decisions because it's their responsibility to make sure that this group should be the best group that they can make it. That is their moral responsibility to do that.
I wouldn't go that far. I would say fan opinions do matter, and you can definitely voice your concerns.
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't-
just saying I just don't ever want to be
Right.
I don't see myself being that fan that like wants to like protest.
No, I don't think so either. But I wouldn't care enough
I
about
wouldn't-
this group to protest.
Yes, exactly. But I won't care about Fantasy Boys, the name of the group, by the way. Which, at this point,
If you want to argue your case about K-Soul, you are free to
the
do
case
so.
for K-Soul.
Whether you're pro or against, that's fine.
Yeah.
If you're against, I would recommend not. I would keep your arguments honest and thoughtful and not, LOL, he kind of looks like Ollie London. And like, while K-Soul's not great, for
Ollie London-
multiple reasons,
The other person is an actual monster.
he's actually like a
A
genuinely bad person.
like a bigoted, racist person.
who
Like,
believes in trans racial identity. It's so complex. I mean, the unfortunate thing is like this was not a surprise. I don't
yes,
think.
like,
I mean,
it was. Everyone saw it coming.
I was happy it wasn't any higher. Number 8.
That's all I'll say about K-Soul.
That's it. I'm
I
never.
never
speaking
want
about-
to. I never want to say the name K-Soul ever again in my life. I am so done.
Oh, the only other thing I want to say about K-Soul. In Korean, he has been called Soul the whole show.
He is just romanized as K-Soul,
Yes.
but they've never said the word K-Soul ever.
They've never said K-Soul.
So that's his
I
name,
just-
girl. That's always been his name.
It's Soul. So
Soul.
P1 Harmony stand up for your man.
Stand by your man.
Listen, no one ran away from K-Soul. Like, people ran away from Bomjun.
Yeah.
And I think that he probably interpersonally is a lot more fun. But I think he's probably in real life, just like anything, I think he's probably a lot more nuanced and complex than we like to see him as a villain on a TV show. And it's fine. Fine. I don't have to like him. You don't have to like him. You don't have to hate him. You can think whatever you want. Or, to be honest, the worst thing you could think is just not think about him at all.
Because that's his power.
His power, yeah.
His power comes from people talking about him. That's why he's doing all of these things.
Yes.
For the attention.
Yes. Because he knows that the game is just get screen time.
Get screen shot and get people talking about me.
People don't talk about you if there's nothing to talk about.
That's all we're gonna say. And
That's all we're
we
gonna
will
say.
never say. We will never talk about K-Soul ever again. We're closing the book.
Closing the book. Number 8 is Hickory.
Hickory Dickory Dock.
I was surprised by this one. He was one that I was like nervous might not make it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know where. I mean, at this point in the show, I didn't know where the hell this was gonna go.
Yeah.
I could not have predicted what ends up happening.
I mean, Hikari is always so popular, which is crazy. Like, he's won twice.
He's very popular.
He's very cute.
He's very cute.
He's very charming.
Handsome.
And he, like, is talented. Like, he sounds great.
I think it's very interesting that he had a different trajectory than Hikaru.
Yeah, Hikaru was Korean.
Yes. The show went out of its way to never really emphasize that he was... they talked about it like in that first couple episodes, and then they never brought it up again because I think his Korean must just be that good or something. I don't know. I'm very happy for Hikari. He's very talented. I really liked his moment as well when he got the video message.
Yes. Well, both him and Yuma, that they both got those video messages.
Yes.
And it was so sweet.
It was very much giving Untucked season 6.
And people are getting video messages.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Alyssa Edwards. Oh my God, that's my dad. Ugh, Yuma-chan. I'm sad that they were split up. Because I do think it would have been a great story to continue. That they trained together and now they can like live out a dream together.
Number 7 is Minsa. This one I was genuinely excited for.
Me too.
I think this was the first one where I was like, oh, yeah, because he was on my 12.
Yeah, I mean, just think about that first audition where he was like, I'm Kendo girl. This is my gig. This is my shtick. And
You want to talk about a family member who looks just like them? His mother is him in a wig. They look the same.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's very like RJ and his mother.
It's very fun to see Minso's trajectory. Like, he's really evolved from that first time we ever saw him. And I'm so excited for him. He's very charming. And all of the backstage stuff that we've seen him.
He's a great dancer. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very happy for him. This is very exciting. I like this one a lot. Number 6 is Ling-chi. Babe.
Almost full Korean thank you speech, too.
Yes.
Just so cute. I need to know who those two people were in the audience for Ling-chi. Because they were...
Who was the man weeping?
Quadri weeping.
Couldn't be filmed. He was weeping. It was me. It was me. Sorry. Just openly I didn't tell you that I flew to Korea for the finale of Fantasy Boys. I love him so much.
I love him so much. Like, he's...
Anytime he does anything, I literally... Oh, my God.
He makes me so
cute.
happy. Yeah.
Ugh. Number 5 is Lee Han-bin. RJ, it's your time.
Honestly, there was something that, like, knowing that he was, like, a country bumpkin. Like, you even said when you were watching it, you were like, you know he was, like, the most handsome
Everyone
man.
he is the prized, like...
You could tell that he's
our town's shining star.
Yes, he is like a gem in that little village. He has a beautiful balladeer voice because I'm sure all of his family and like neighbors have sung ballads his entire life. Like,
oh yeah.
Like just giving that energy. He has like a little snaggle too. Like there's something, you know, like he's just very...
He seems like such a real person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even in all of the backstage stuff, like he's very like comfortable with all of the guys. Like he's very personable. That I was like, oh, it's true. Boyfriend material, literally.
Yeah.
That's why all of those photos did it.
Yeah.
Because like I could just feel the actual source energy of boyfriend material coming
source
from him.
Energy. So far, nothing out of left field.
Yeah. Names that I expected, I would say.
Number 4 is hyeontae.
Now, okay.
Also, I wouldn't say out of left field. I was surprised how high it was.
Yeah, because he was kicked out of the 12.
Right.
Already.
Right.
Like it's so we were unsure. I would say truly one of the best finds of the show.
I agree.
Like a genuine star. Multi-talented.
Yeah.
Like truly, they got so lucky in finding him.
I mean, we don't know him personally. Seems very mature for his age. Seems like he kind of has his shit together.
And even all the backstage stuff, still like able to be himself.
I really like hyeontae a lot. I am very happy for him. He was in my 12. Is it crazy that he's 14? Yes.
But you know what? He's not the youngest in this group.
Oh my god.
So think about that, girlies.
So then we get to the top 3. So they announced that the top 3 are potentially junwon, no surprise, songmin, no surprise, and Kim Gyure.
When you knew that it was 3, did you think that it was going to be Gyure?
When they were announcing third place, was I thinking it's going to be Gyure?
Or Gyure will be in the top 3.
No, I never thought Gyure would be in the top 3. Especially when we got to 4th and he hadn't been announced. I was like, oh, well then
I think,
he might be 12th.
Yes, that's what I thought. Because Eugene was 9th. So I was like, I think they're going to save 12 to be Gyure. I genuinely thought it was going to be Taeseon.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be the 3 of them.
Yeah.
Or I thought it was going to be Hikaru.
Oh my god, that's right. I thought it was going to be Hikaru. Taeseon would have been 11th, and then Gyure would be 12th.
Again, like, why was the show like this? If you have a massive reveal and Gyure is the shock, don't start with the shock and then follow with the 2 who we expect to be in the top 3.
Well, it's so funny because they were like, we are going to announce by Hangul, not by points or whatever. But it's like, if you say
you're already announcing just who the
yeah.
potentials are. You didn't have to. Stupid. And then we learn that Sungmin is 3. And I need you to put in this clip right here of Sungmin's face just for a split second when it is announced that he is 3rd. And he, like, it breaks and you can kind of see him, like, one frame of this video is him being annoyed. And then he snaps right back to being like, oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm so grateful, blah, blah, blah. Brilliant. Amazing. And we need to hold space for Sungmin.
Look, you already know what we thought about Sungmin. We already knew that it was going to happen. So it was just a matter of time.
This was not a shock.
It's not a shock.
The shock was that it was 3rd.
Third. And between Gyure and junwon, you could tell that Gyure is so terrified of possibly winning first. Like, he genuinely is so scared that he's going to win first. Because I think if he wins first... Could you imagine
if that had happened?
He would carry that, like, across the burden literally his entire career.
Luckily, there's a 13,000 point difference between him and junwon.
And Songmin.
And junwon and Gyure
and Songmin
didn't even win the benefit.
But Gyure and Songmin.
Okay, Gyure, they have basically 63 points between them, which is crazy. And Sungmin, and that's with Sungmin's benefit of 2,000 points. Explain. I need a deep dive.
It's so funny because it's like, yes, there's this whole golden maknae thing that they love to see.
They love it. He's tall. Also, he's tall. Which
tall.
is a huge part of it.
Huge thing. But, like, he's not even the golden maknae.
No, he's not. all of the issues that I have truly have nothing to do with these 3
trainees.
contestants.
Absolutely.
It is not their fault that they are in this group.
It's not their fault that they're popular and that people are voting for them.
And with Gyure, honestly, I'm not kidding, honestly. Apart from when the producers put him in the first class.
Where he was set up to fail.
Apart from that, the show has been very explicit about being like, he is not ready to do this.
Yeah.
So this is like truly all on Fantasy Maker's backs. He's never won a benefit from a producer or anything since then. They've never edited him so it looks like he needs to be saved or anything. Like, people just really connect with Gyure, and that's fine. I just think it's wild because I genuinely don't. I'm worried that he is not ready. Obviously, they're not debuting tomorrow.
And the thing that sucks, too, is that, like, this reminds me of, like, when Bahi was 2nd place in Girls Planet. And a lot of people were pressed because they're like, she's not also a fully baked person. Mm. And she, like, I don't know, and she's also very beautiful. Like, truly, like, the European features with this, like, Asian face. Like, it's beautiful. I think for Gyure, I'm just seeing a kid. Like, I can't see anything past it that I'm like, And if that's the reason, people are voting for him, I don't know. Like, other people who are in this team make more sense. He is gonna get better, obviously. Like, once this group debuts, his skills are gonna get better. Because I feel like there's gonna be less pressure to, like, have to compete or whatever. They are able to just, like, really focus on what he needs to work on, I think.
I think first of all, I think this is the best his hair has ever looked. This red overtone moment looks great. He truly looks like a child. And I don't mean that to sound mean. I just, like, I don't know how you look at this and don't. It's one thing if he looked older, but he was young. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But then, like, okay, but for hyeontae, who also looks like a child, is it because he is so talented?
Yes.
Like, he's amazingly talented
Yes.
that it, like, makes up for it.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
For Yurei,
because at the end of the day, it is still, like, an entertainment idol group.
Yeah.
Like, you are building members who are supposed to be entertaining. Not that I'm saying he's not entertaining, but, like...
Yeah. It just feels like it's because he's tall. He could be handsome.
I don't... Again, this is not about Yurei.
It's not about him.
It's
at
just,
all.
like, I don't understand where people... I mean, no one was watching the show, and no one was voting. And also, until the end, you could vote for 12 people at a time.
Yeah.
There was never a one-pick situation.
Exactly. So all these filler votes are always going to be there.
Right. Obviously means that junwon is first.
Correct. I think this entire show, I genuinely feel hyeontae and junwon are, like, the best things that ever happened in the show.
Yeah. junwon, I tweeted that I was like, it was all worth it for PO1 junwon. I don't know if I fully agree with that now after all has been said and done, but I'm thrilled for him. He was, like, from the beginning, I was like, oh, he's got it. He really has
he really
it.
Does.
He's such a talent. And I think it's crazy that both centers, both PO1s of both groups that we've watched these shows for have been introverts.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's very interesting.
We get to 11. And at this point, Hikaru has not been chosen. And he literally has gone through the full
stages of grief. Yeah.
Like, you can...
I feel it's actually crazy watching him because I was like, oh, he might actually snap. It was a person who had projected outside of his body, and his body was, like, going through the motions of being like, congratulations, I'm so happy for you.
Yeah.
While in, like, fully disassociating.
Yes, he, like,
out of his own body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he got 11th. He was so relieved, and his dad was super emotional. It was very sweet. Like, he couldn't help himself. Like, and even, like, family members of other people were like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And he just, like, was just so overcome with emotion.
Yeah.
Probably because he had to pay for all those fencing lessons. It's not a cheap sport, girl.
No, there's no way.
Crazy to think that, like, Hikaru was, like, the ace for all four producers.
Yes.
I think genuinely, if they got to pick someone to be in this debut group, they would have all said Hikaru.
Mm-hmm. I think so, too. Which leaves 12. They announced that the 3 people up for position 12 are Taeseon, Moon Hyunbin, and Kaden. Now, at this point, Santa's not in the group. I want to say one thing. The show did not deserve Santa, and people who were watching the show did not deserve to get to see his talent, and no one appreciated him. And honestly, the fact that truly what I really... you want to know what I think it really boils down to? Even besides the fact that he is not fluent in Korean. Because there are other people... Lingchi's not fluent in Korean.
Hikaru's not.
Right. It is really the fact that they hold it against him that he was PO1 in that first elimination. And you know what that is? Fucking stupid. Because the show was designed poorly in that we were voting based on a music video that literally wasn't even like a music video with fan cams where we got individual like cuts of them. It was literally just name recognition and this group music video. of people we knew nothing about. So obviously the person with over 1 million Instagram followers is going to get the most votes. Literally just because he has a following. And you're mad because what? Because he came into the show with a thing? Everyone can go to hell. Okay? That's how I feel. I hate this whole thing. I hate that this show used Santa for all of their like promo and like they always use his photo for stuff. They always like his tweets always did like the best. Like I have no kind words to say about the Santa situation. I am, on the one hand, I'm very glad he's not in this group because
and that he was able to, I mean, it was hell, obviously. He had to get an MRI and he was in the hospital for many times. But he came out of this like a master class, like 3 months of like idol boot camp.
Yeah.
That now he's like, okay, I know that I can do this.
Yeah.
So even if it's not with this, even if it might manifest in Thailand or if I do something else here in Korea, I know I'm able to handle the skill. Like I was in that group, that gesture group that kept up with everyone. I was in all of these performances that have won.
He has an undeniable talent that you cannot take away from him just because you like were shitty to him. That's all. Yeah. That's all I want to say about Santa.
With these three, who did you think it was going to be and who did you want it to be?
Thought it would be Hyunbin and I wanted it to be Taeseon.
I thought it would be Taeseon and I think I wanted it to be Taeseon.
Mm-hmm.
I think genuinely, I think would have wanted Hyunbin to go back to Ciipher and have the opportunity for Ciipher, now that him and Kata are still there, to kind of hopefully reinvigorate that group now that they have amassed like a small following.
Kaden has been announced as the 12th member of Fantasy Boys from the show Fantasy Boys.
Gooped, gagged,
so loud in the office. I was like, and then I had to walk away from my desk because I was like, I cannot believe what I just saw. Still had my AirPods and so could hear. Obviously, don't speak Korean. Could hear everything. And then my boss walked in and I was like, oop, gotta go. And I had to close. So I didn't get to watch his like speech or anything.
I fully cackled at home. Like just cackling like, yeah! It was giving, you know what it was giving? Sasha Velour Flowers. Like a finale moment.
The moment, like, you mean? Not necessarily the fact that it was like...
It wasn't until the finale that like made Kaden. Because, okay, Shut Off was his best performance. I don't think it would have...
Either Shut Off or Last Week.
And he got, he got a good edit in the show. Like, he got, like, an edit of, like, trying to work through his circumstances.
Yeah.
And he's, a mangne, so the girl, mamas love that, I guess. It's just more of the goop and the gag, truly. And I'm not taking it against Kaden at all.
No.
It's
For
amazing.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Literally. His family's happy. He's happy. Once his contract is over, he's going to turn 20. That is a crazy concept.
Oh, my God. It's so crazy.
I
think about the fact that he is literally... His voice still hasn't even settled into what it's going to be yet.
His voice hasn't changed yet.
It's so crazy to me. I think there is, like, obviously an ethical question of, like, what is the age at which it is, like, okay to debut someone, right? Is it like 19 when they're technically an adult in Korea? Is it like 16? Is it,
I think
should we wait until like 20, 25 when their brains fully formed?
Congrats to Kaden. You're going to have the time of your life. Just think about it. Just truly be like, this is going to be the most fun I'll ever have in my life. And just really focus on that because it's going to be tough.
It's going to be so tough.
It's going to be so hard. And honestly,
so scared.
Honestly, Adam, our clip talking about how he's an Obama administration baby may have given him votes. Because we went viral on TikTok and YouTube. And a little bit on Twitter, too, because you were like, insert the clip of me saying Kaden was born in 2009, and I didn't. Mama made numbers too, so I think it's us. I think it's our fault. So we gotta send him like a Lunchable or something.
Or the chicken tenders, the chicken nuggets.
We should give Kaden the Dino Nuggets.
Caden's meal. Guys, I can't believe I'm
Caden's meal from his family in the lunch.
Say this.
Were Chick-fil-A nuggets and waffle fries.
And a grocery store sugar cookie from the pack that you know and love.
A puddle of ranch.
A puddle of ranch. Guys.
It's so funny. It was so
At that
funny.
lunch, he was seconds away from asking for his iPad so he can watch Cocomelon. Like, what are we doing? 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 They are going... I don't want to see any sexy concept from them. Do not keep it this. Whatever this is.
I want them in unicorn onesies.
Unicorn onesies only, ever. K-Soul can suck it. I don't care. This is so uncomfortable. I just feel like, I mean, it's hard because you're obviously going to make the show and you have this idea that this show's going to happen. Truly, no one was watching the show. And like when you have no one watching the show and no one voting,
people's lives will be.
What are you gonna? I mean, what do you get? You can't just be like, well, no one's voting, so oh well. But then like maybe don't have the show to begin. I don't know. I don't even know what the solution. I truly don't know what the solution is.
Would have been, yeah.
Unless they rig it, which I also think is like ethically not great. But
or do it like it's RuPaul's Drag Race, and it's like it is just based off of like producers, those 4 producers and these live audience members. Like that is it. Don't
also maybe
us.
Not a 12-member group.
Yeah.
This experience was what I learned in boating school was
I will never
blankety
forget.
blankety blank.
Thank you.
Well, was it worth it?
What would we have?
You know what's gonna be? Honestly, we will leave us with egg on our faces. Release an album that like absolutely slaps.
Yeah.
That I just can do nothing but be like, this is actually great. This is really great.
Adam, closing thoughts on Fantasy Boys as we close this chapter.
That's my closing thought. Sure.
Swell.
It was just wonderful. Wasn't it wonderful? I want to drink my vodka.
And that's Boys Love Fantasy Boys. We did it.